I know who I want, just Sigs inside, Sigs inside. Hello world, I am Casey Rocket, founder and creator of Barstool Southern. Welcome to week 2 of the Week of Review at GSU, the Barstool Southern Hour. I'm here, as always, with the backwards hat wearing battering ram, Hunter Holmes. How are you, Hunter?
I'm absolutely fantastic. How are you, man?
I could never be better in my wildest dreams. And also joining us is the red-haired rapscallion, Wyatt Sikes. How are you, Wyatt?
Can't complain, honestly. Made it through another week, a lot of tests, but everything's doing good so far.
I hear you. It's an uphill battle after Irma. But we have one more special guest, Wyatt's dearest friend, Jake the Snake, with a last name. Jake, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Glad to be part of the show. Thanks for having me.
It's good to be here again. Little housekeeping. The comedy nights that we do every Wednesday, they've been going good. So if you guys want to come out, they're at 8 p.m. every Wednesday. We have a new deal in the works that I can't really talk about yet, but we should have something going on at a pizza place next week, and should be a good bit of fun. But come out. We got beers. We'll have a little pizza. We'll have a good time. So I think first thing we want to hit is obviously the gradual demise of Georgia Southern football continues yet again.
Indiana, credit to them, though, they are a pretty good team.
Yep.
But how we looked against them was just very, very, very poor. I mean, this football team is turning into a dumpster fire right before our eyes. And
Turning into?
Well, yeah, it was already well lit before we got there. With that being said, things are just not looking up. But I will tell you one little stat from last year. Keep in mind, Arkansas State started 0-4 last year, lost to an FCS team, and then went undefeated in the conference and won.
Uh-oh.
So if fate follows how it did last year, which it won't, but it might, so we'll see what happens. I mean,
Could be us.
We lost them by a field goal last year?
I remember I was there because I was working for radio
watching the
then.
game.
I was there.
Yeah.
That was also one of the worst days of my life, by the way, because that night there was another hurricane going. There was the hurricane coming through the first. I think it was Matthew.
I think it was Matthew.
No,
Yeah.
was it the first one?
It might have. I don't remember if it was the first one or
was
the second
what
one.
was it? Hermione?
Something like that.
I believe it was Hermione. That's correct.
All right. It was also a weak excuse for a hurricane, might I add?
Yeah,
Definitely
it was
was.
bad. But what happened to
3
me?
chairs?
Yeah, something like that. It was catastrophic. But what happened to me was that night. Okay, so we didn't fly to the game because we got kicked off the team plane for God knows what reason. And so we drove 7 to 8 hours, whatever, maybe even more than that. I don't really remember. But we drove all the way to Arkansas State. That night, whole team and everybody else gets on the plane. We drive back on a Wednesday. Keep in mind, this is a Wednesday game. Drive back, trying to fly back home because I have an exam on Thursday. School ends up getting canceled as soon as I get home, about to go to class. School gets canceled Thursday and Friday, and I have 3 exams on Monday, and that was the worst day of my life.
So that one was the one that never really hit, right? That hurricane.
I don't know if that was Matthew or Hermione.
No, Hermione never really hit. Matthew was the giant Burkhalter mud party.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Hermione was the first one. So I came down for both of those because I wasn't here at the time because I was taking leave of absence. R.I.P. But
R.I.P. to what?
my life.
Okay.
But I came down for both hurricanes. I was the only person going eastbound on I-16. And I can distinctly remember Hermione being a sad excuse for a hurricane. It was a little more than a thunderstorm.
Yeah, I lost power when Matthew hit for 6 days, and I lived at the islands. We were the last ones without power. And there's a trailer park behind it, so it's a very nefarious crowd. And we were all just sitting in the parking lot. I picked up smoking Black and Milds. I was drinking Purple Drink. I was having a great time with the locals.
You hated your interior. You hated your intestines.
Yeah.
And you just wanted to punish them for no reason at all.
Absolutely.
I hear
For the
it.
hurricane.
I'm about it. Hurricanes don't count for your intestines. That's a fact. I'm a
Yeah.
scientist. I know this.
We're going to quote that. That's going to be the quote of the
Hot
whole
take.
podcast.
You can take it to the bank. You can put it in a fucking science book for all I care.
They sure didn't count for mine. My experience was way worse. I was out of power for 5 days. My phone was dead, and I was stuck with my family still in high school.
Was this when you were in Charleston?
No, I was
No,
here. It was Matthew.
Were you here for Matthew?
It was a year ago, yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a little longer than that.
I was trapped at home with my family and didn't have a drop of alcohol for all 5 days.
Oh, Lord.
And if you know me, that's a
Yeah,
long
yeah.
stretch.
I'll pray for you.
Yeah.
Still, to this day, I'll pray for you. You gotta make up for that.
Oh, I have.
Now, I think looking back at that Indiana game, I couldn't watch it. It was on Big Ten 2. I didn't know how to stream it. But Indiana, I think they were, if I'm correct, they were 123rd in the nation and rushing, and we let up well over 100 yards by halftime.
definitely.
It was ridiculous.
It was god awful.
It was just another bad game from this year. I mean, every game that we've watched this year has gone to the worst possible extent. I mean, we've seen the FCS loss. I mean, everything. They tease us too. That's the big part. They tease us. We get that drive in the who was it? The New Hampshire in the New Hampshire game. The first drive of the game, we get the drive, and then we pitch it out on an option play and throw it behind the running back, and then everything just goes downhill from there. They tease us just a little bit every time.
This is why you abandon the triple option, because it doesn't work.
You think it doesn't work?
That's a hot take.
When was the last time any triple option team won a national championship?
No, I understand that. At the higher level. For what we're at right now, you sneak up on a team and you beat. That's what we did with NC State,
because we
Georgia Tech.
We can't pull recruits yet.
We could have beat Alabama a few years ago, or not beat Alabama, but we could have been tied with them at halftime, been
We
on
could've
block
beat
a field
Georgia.
goal and run it back.
We could have beat Georgia.
Should have beat Georgia
We
if we don't
should've
drop
beat
a punt.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I was at that game.
I was
in
too.
Athens, sober.
I was in Athens as well.
Sober.
Shout out to my parents.
I blacked out and hit my head in the refrigerator, I think. But the refrigerator had it worse. It wouldn't talk to me after
Had it
that.
coming.
It did.
Okay.
No, it slapped my sister's ass, and I never let it
You gotta do what you gotta do.
go.
But
Yeah.
honestly, this football season has been, aside from New Hampshire, it's been as expected. Okay, we can't expect to beat Auburn.
No, you can't. But you can expect to put up more than 2 yards in the first quarter against Auburn.
Yes,
Oh, boy.
but you also can't expect to be a Big Ten team. I mean, the Big Ten is trash.
No, although let's go back with the Willie Fritz era. Back then, you would expect to play Indiana very close and maybe slip up a 25% chance to beat them, but you expect to play them pretty close.
Definitely.
I mean, if you look
I
what
would
we
agree
did
with that.
those days in the NC State, if we would have beat NC State if we don't fumble on the 1 yard line, first of all.
All right, our team, 2 years ago with Willie Fritz, could beat the bottom half of the SEC.
You think they could beat the bottom half? I think we'd have a chance.
Mizzou, Arkansas.
They would have ran with them.
Arkansas's been pretty consistently, for the past 4 years.
Arkansas is
Enough to
what?
beat Georgia Southern handily.
1 and 2.
Yeah, they're not very good. They got good
This
running
year,
backs.
they haven't been as good, but
All right, at
Arkansas's
least they're
rushing
not
game
Ole
has been
Miss.
pretty
At
solid.
least they're not Ole Miss. Hugh Freeze is a badass.
He is.
Don't even say Hugh on a day like this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this in the past somehow through some portal, Hugh Hefner has died. The apocalypse is now.
We have to protect Morgan Freeman and Betty White at all costs. At all
That's
costs.
all we got left.
That's all we have. I literally got a text last night at 12:31 saying I have bad news and my heart sinks. I was like, oh my god, I was asleep and I woke up to this text. I was like, oh my god, what happened? Who all died? What shooting? What catastrophe? I was like, what happened? And the simple text I got back was Hugh Hefner's died, and I literally shed a tear.
That's honestly worse than a shooting.
I have not shed a tear since my great grandfather's funeral.
I haven't shed a tear. Well, you know what? Since the last celebrity died, I cried like a baby when Eddie Guerrero died. I don't know if you guys were wrestling fans,
Oh my
but
god!
I
yes.
cried like an infant. I didn't know what to do with myself. I still, it's day to day for me. It's touchy.
I can vividly tell you the last
If
time
Ric
I cried.
Flair, when the day Ric Flair dies,
Oh,
He almost just died.
He almost
Yeah.
just died.
hey, he's unkillable.
He'll live on somewhere, somehow.
He's immortal. I feel like he's immortal, like Hulk Hogan. They're both immortal.
Yep.
I will say the last time I cried, I vividly remember it. It was borderline the worst day of my life. The Falcons are up 28-3.
Oh boy.
No,
Damn it.
There's 3 minutes and 23 seconds left in the
we
third
know
quarter.
the rest of the
No, we're
story.
not doing
That night- Oh, and let me explain what's going on. So, my whole family. No. I want to tell you this scenario, the scene around this. Everyone's happy. First of all, it's 28-3. Definitely going to win the Super Bowl. Not a chance we're going to lose, right?
Yeah.
Not one at all. And Jake was there. Me and all my buddies sitting around watching the game, and all our families are too. And it's just everything looks great. We're talking about going to the parade tomorrow and everything. I put it on my story. We're going to the parade and everything, and then. Slowly, they score. It's okay. We kicked the field goal. Everything's going to be all right. They're not going to come back. Like, what's this?
Fuck you, Kyle Shanahan, if you're ever listening to this.
Yeah. But,
Pass the controller.
but, so, and, it gets concerning. And I'll skip to the end. But let me put it this way. Some of the family that was with us, who we've been dear friends with for a long time, their grandparents were there. And he's been watching Falcons football since they were, made, since they entered the league. and he's been waiting for this moment his entire life, his whole life. He finally, the Falcons have made the Super Bowl again, and it looks like they're not going to shit the bed. I mean, we got beat the shit out of by the Broncos in 1998. It doesn't even count really because John Elway just his retirement tour. They come back though. We're looking like we're going to win. I see him sitting over there. He's got to be like 75, 80. Happy as a lark, smiling. Everything looks great. And when we lose, I look over at him, and there's nothing sadder than a sad, elderly man.
I'm sorry, Pete Pat.
And he might die now. He might die now without the Falcons seeing a Super Bowl. So fuck you, Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
Fuck
Fuck
you.
you, Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
I had more
What
rage.
the fuck is up, Kyle Shanahan?
I had more
Fuck
rage
is up?
than
Calling you out.
sadness. Wyatt, I was sitting right next to him when the game ended, and he just stood up and in silence walked out of the room, went outside. I went off on my usual tangent whenever the Falcons fuck up. I said, they did it again. The defense sucks ass. They can't do anything. I don't know what fuck we expected.
It's the Atlanta curse. I don't know what.
No, it definitely
why.
is. But I get like a surge of rage whenever I expect the Falcons play with my heart. And this year,
Talk about playing with your heart. Talk about last fucking weekend with the fucking Lions. Jesus,
That was ridiculous. All right, that wasn't
I'm
even
telling
fair to the
you,
Lions.
They do it
That
all the
was
time,
lame.
and they've pulled it out.
Talk about almost giving a 22-year-old a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
Jesus, I've never been so more like I had to leave work.
Yeah.
Well, I got off anyway, but I had to leave
That might be
work.
why.
I really worked. My shift was up.
My shift was over, but I stood there and watched the game, and I was so physically upset that I forgot to take out the trash and I got in trouble. But they ended up winning over at what, a technicality?
Yeah, I mean, it was the right call.
Yeah.
And if you look at the play,
Because
he would have been down.
Disney was
No,
down.
he would have been down with 7 seconds, and then they would have had to. If they would have called it right on the field, if they would have said that he was down on the one, they would have had 7 seconds to run back over there, and they couldn't spike it either.
Oh, they
But
couldn't-
yeah, they
if
couldn't
you
spike it.
Oh,
if
that's
you watch
good.
that play real time though, there is no way a ref calls that right.
Oh no,
There is
exactly.
way.
You're completely right. But there's no way that they, even if they call it right on the field,
Hey, you have
there's
Mr.
no way that
you
it got
have
back in
Mr.
that play.
Fourth Quarter at the fucking quarterback position.
Well, oh, wait, which one? They're both
Matthew
Mr. They're
Stafford.
both Mr. You know they're tied for the most comebacks in
Mr.
the
Fourth
NFL.
Quarter is, wait for it, Jay motherfucking Cutler.
Oh,
No.
baby.
Mr.
That was not the payoff. I wanted.
Mr. I smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
That's just
my
a fucking badass.
fucking hero.
I hurt my thumb. I'm done. That's him.
Hey,
Every game.
hey, you respect that man. He got a fucking contract.
He looks like a homeless man.
But he's playing quarterback in the NFL.
Real talk, Jay Cutler is a huge proponent for Sigs Inside.
Yeah, he is.
One of the biggest fans.
I
As
swear to
we all
God,
should be.
his contract was $10 million and 5 cartons of Reds.
Yeah, I believe it.
You can quote me on that because it's probably true.
He's a diabetic too, isn't he?
I don't know.
He's got diabetes.
I don't know much about Jay Cutler.
You wouldn't be shocked. Have you ever seen a
Wait,
picture of
yeah.
him without fucking bags under his eyes?
So you know what Miami has to do now when they Google Jay Cutler to find out who their quarterback is? They have to find out if he's Jay Cutler the quarterback or Jay Cutler the bodybuilder.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do know about
Because
Jay
either the
Cutler,
super
bodybuilder.
duper jack dude
Damn it.
or this out of shape like middle-aged white guy.
Either way, they're both.
Why
fucked.
would you think otherwise?
Either way, either way, it's a bad day. But you're talking about Atlanta getting just shitted on in every situation now, and usually it's a good. We're doing good, and then something bad happens.
Yeah.
Today, the NBA just fucked the Hawks real hard.
I didn't hear about this.
Real hard. It
Hawks
just
don't have
happened
a
today.
chance.
Well, let me explain. This is what I'm talking about. The Hawks were going to be a bottom 5 roster this year. Easy.
You were ranked like what in the
made
bottom
the
like
playoffs
4
last year.
teams. No, but have you seen the rankings for like?
Oh
this
no,
next
we're going to be
season?
awful this year.
We're
But
in
let
the
me
bottom
explain.
5.
Let me explain because usually there's a payoff for you being bad. Top lottery picks. You're going to get someone good eventually. You're going to get Michael Porter or someone in the future.
Yeah.
So let me explain what happened today. Hasn't happened in a long ass time since they created the lottery. Today, to fuck the Hawks even more, the NBA decided that they're going to change the lottery system. Which you know how the lottery
What?
works, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so they changed the lottery system to the top 3, or bottom 3, I guess you could say. The bottom 3 teams in the NBA all get the same chance at getting the first pick in the draft. So it's just going to be a crapshoot every year to see who gets it.
Yeah.
So you could have the very last team in the NBA winning
Oh, so-
6 games.
So the Suns, the Kings, and the Hawks.
Yes. But let's put it this way though.
76
let's
is a
say the
close
Hawks.
fourth.
Let's say the Hawks win 12 games.
They're coming in hot.
Let's say the Hawks win 12 games and the Suns win 30. They both have the same chance to get the first pick in the draft.
That's
So
un-American.
now
But then you
the
have the
Hawks
Charlotte-
are done. They
But you
just
have the
buried
Charlotte
us.
Hornets coming in from left field,
Yeah.
just like, oh, we won 6 games.
Yeah.
You get Dwight Howard, you immediately go in the bottom 10 of the league.
Yep.
Automatically.
I
The
don't-
dude is a
I don't wanna
cancer
fucking
to the
talk about
community.
it.
I was so happy when he came to. He's like, oh, he's changed. Everything's gonna be all right. Nope.
God, no.
Nope.
He's addicted to sugar. He's addicted to candy. Have you guys heard that?
No, I did
Yes.
not. I know he's lazy
I'm
as
not
hell.
shocked.
Hot take.
He's
He's like KD with a fake Twitter account.
Oh, that was weird.
Oh, man.
That was weird
was
this
bizarre.
summer. Dude, KD's a weird fucker. Like,
like,
he's a
"Hey,
real
man,
weird dude.
I have acne and play Xbox and drink beers too. I'm just like y'all. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, you're not. You make millions of
He
dollars.
looks
a year.
like Slender Man.
And you have weird facial hair. Get the fuck out of here.
You know something's up with the dude when he lies about his age. I mean, not his age, his height. He's been telling people that he's 6'9", and the dude's obviously 7 feet tall. Every picture when he stands beside DeMarcus Cousins, he's like taller than DeMarcus Cousins. He's like, no, I'm 6'9".
Have you? Well, talk
Why?
About
I don't know. Why are you lying about
Speaking of
that?
the NBA, have you seen?
When you lie about your height, first of all, why would you say you're shorter?
Yeah.
So he looks like he has less of an elongated skeleton, like a fucking weirdo.
Have you seen? All right, so if the Cavs do not win at least like 65 games this year, I'm gonna be pissed off at them.
They're 10.
I hate the Cavs
Yeah.
with a passion.
Yeah.
I hate them with a fucking.
I can't stand
fucking
him.
just not
This man
stand
right
LeBron
here.
James.
Jake is a massive Kyrie Irving fan.
Kyrie's my fucking boy.
Now he's gone, though.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone now. Okay, with Isaiah Thomas, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, Kyle Korver,
Derrick Rose.
If you and J.R. Smith,
Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
if you don't finish with at least with less than 20 losses, what the fuck are you doing?
See, my thing with that is they probably will finish really well, but a lot of them they're deep, but their players now, D Wade and Derrick Rose obviously have been fucking amazing.
Derrick
but,
Rose's bionic ass knees.
But yes,
The $1 million man.
He gets hurt all the time, and he's not the same since when he blew out his knees, and D Wade is old. Like they're gonna be good for sure.
Oh God, no!
But they don't have the super team that the Warriors do. They're still gonna get fucked in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, no.
regardless.
When I saw D Wade, he got bought out by the
Bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, is he gonna go to Oklahoma City? He's gonna go to Houston. He's going to Cleveland. I was like, this is not a fucking question.
He's going to the.
Yeah.
He's going back to LeBron.
Obviously, they've been saying before they retired they were gonna play together
It
again.
also helps that they're like best friends, too.
Yeah, that's why they've been saying that. It's been a thing for a while.
Did you not hear it was the Pardon My Take interview with
The
Richard Jefferson.
whitest guy ever. Yeah.
Richard Jefferson. It was like we all know D Wade's coming back to LeBron. He's like, can you confirm me? He's like, no, I can't confirm that. They've just been texting all the time. Well, you just get fucking get out of the way.
Talk about pouring one out for somebody. I'm a lifelong Bulls fan. I'm originally from Chicago, and I have nothing. I'm a Cubs fan too, so I have that at least to just clinch the division. Let's go Cubbies. I'm not going to sing the song, but go Cubs, go!
The Stros are gonna kick their ass. I'm just saying.
Woo,
Doubtful.
go Braves! Bottom 10.
Damn
Again. Next year's the year. Say that every year, just like all you Georgia fans out there.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
You're a Georgia boy too?
I was born and raised.
The duality of man.
Hey, we're in the top 10 right now. We're what number 7?
I was at the Mississippi State game.
yeah.
I was
We
there.
throttled Mississippi.
If you
That
want
was a blowout.
my honest opinion, I bet Georgia wins the East this year.
And then gets
And
absolutely
then
murdered.
Fucking raped by my team, Alabama.
Okay. See, everyone talks shit, but like, I know we're getting beat by Alabama in the playoff in the championship.
Well, that's a given.
So it's like I just want to get there.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
that's
they
a
will.
goal. That's a good goal
I
to
think
have.
they will get there. This
Alabama
year.
and Georgia might as well be in the national championship game if they get there. If they get there and they're both undefeated, might as well make a national championship.
I don't know.
LSU, Alabama, a couple
Clemson
years
looks
ago,
pretty
that
strong
was
this
the
year
boring
again.
Fucking game I've ever watched.
Think about
in my entire
remember
life.
Georgia Alabama in 2012, 13. Which year was it? One of those two.
It was 20.
Had,
It was
Aaron
2012.
Murray.
Yeah, it was
It was
Aaron Murray,
2012.
Jarvis
That
Jones,
was
all those
2012.
guys. It's 2012. That game was damn good, and
That
and
was-
then Alabama went on to absolutely murder Manti Te'o and his fake girlfriend on Notre Dame.
No.
So-
Okay, that was a different year.
No, that was the same year. That was
No,
the
no,
same
no.
exact year. I promise
Yeah,
you.
it was.
I
Oh
promise
yeah,
you.
you're right.
Yeah.
I'm confusing things. I was thinking about the year that we played LSU in the national championship.
Oh, God, that
and,
was-
and the rematch. See, for y'all it was different, but as an Alabama fan, we watched that and we were fucking salivating the whole time because we lost by that fucking field goal in overtime.
9 to 6. 9 to
Yeah,
6.
it was 9-6. All the scoring was field goals, and I hated every minute of it. But when we got that rematch in the national championship,
And whooped
and
their
Trent
ass.
Richardson finally scored that touchdown, because it was the same game for most of
So
the game.
what's Trent Richardson doing now?
He
shit.
just got signed to the
Canadian
CFL,
football,
baby.
Canadian Football
He's
League.
in Canada.
Hanging out with Ricky and the boys.
So basically not shit. But
Hey, he's doing more than you are.
hey, definitely, most definitely.
He's got a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
So.
Days Manziel, what was it,
Like,
2
not allowed
days
in the
ago?
CFL.
Just got, yeah, you're looking a little slim there,
Yeah.
buddy. 2 dark circles under your
Yeah.
eyes there, meth head.
That's my hero. Don't.
He's a good guy.
What happened to his dumbass? What happened
That's
to his
a stretch.
dumbass from saying that he was going to come back? What was the rest of the story
That was a
there?
rumor.
He's so
Both of them?
skinny.
No, he was like
He would-
saying it. He's been saying he was
Oh,
going to
he's
come
been
back.
saying it.
Yeah.
Sean
have
Payton
it.
on the Saints was talking about
He
bringing him in,
got
and they never did.
Oh, yeah, not shocking. I mean, he's obviously on drugs. You can
Hey. The best men who've ever run this country have been on drugs.
look. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being on drugs.
We all know,
certain drugs.
We all know
but-
Donnie T probably participates in activities.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Definitely in his past. Definitely in his
Oh,
past. Yeah.
Johnny Manziel in
Hot
the
take.
NFL modernly? Have you ever seen Not Another Teen movie?
Yes.
Yeah, used to always rerun
I
on
know
Comedy
what you're talking
Central.
about. I've never
The
seen
guy
it.
gets
show
ripped in
Playmakers?
half. Yeah.
Oh, I know
have,
what you're
yeah.
talking about.
Gets
Yeah.
ripped in half in the
Yeah.
end zone. That would be Manziel.
They show Playmakers.
Clean.
Oh, is that the one that makes fun of they got the pig
7
and everything?
10 Things I Hate About You.
It's
They hang
another
out of a lot
football
of
movie.
stuff.
It's another
Yeah.
football movie. I can't remember the name of it. I'll remember in a little bit, but damn, I know exactly what
I know
you're
what you're
talking about. Yeah.
But to go back to that being on drugs statement, I will say I personally am not on drugs, but there are multiple kids our age that are, and I'm not saying that's the worst thing in the world. They can still succeed and get through college as long as they're not dumb about it. Fucking anything.
Millions
other
of
than-
people are on Adderall.
Alcohol is a drug, but no, like scientifically, alcohol is a drug. But I'm talking about.
science fucking nerd. What are you talking about?
I'm talking
You just
about.
said you're a scientist.
I'm a
Tell us
science
the
not
truth.
a fucking nerd.
What do you consider
lie.
drugs? You got weed, fucking your cocaine.
There-
like
there's
what?
3 drugs.
There's 3 drugs.
That's crack, meth, and heroin.
Ooh, bachelor's cocktail.
Okay. You can go for it.
Those are the
I'm
only
telling you
real drugs.
objectively what are drugs for, especially your fucking parents who may or may not be listening to this. There are objectively drugs that there are kids
Sorry,
that do
guys.
it, and that's okay. But what I'm saying is when you're trying to be a professional at a sport or in any fucking career, damn it, don't be on drugs.
I mean, you just look at Josh Gordon.
A
Playing
dumbass.
in the league
He's a
and since,
fucking
like,
dumbass.
2015.
Fucking a phenomenal rookie season, but can't. Let me quote Stephen A. Smith here. Can't stay off the weed.
It's accurate.
Dude's all muscle though. Like
Can
if
you
smoking
imagine
weed makes you
seeing
like that,
him
I gotta
recently?
pick it up, bro. He
He's
looks
just
good.
like fucking
One of the
jacked.
funniest things about Josh Gordon was when he got suspended. I don't know, his second or third time. One of those times he's been suspended. God knows how many times.
Yeah.
But one of the times he went and got a job at a car dealership as a car salesman, and it was so fun. I just couldn't imagine walking up to buy a car and then Josh Gordon standing there selling cars,
Welcome to-
probably stoned out of his mind as well.
Welcome to CarMax. You want to smoke a bleezy?
Yeah, that's how they lure you in there. They lure you in like
But
that.
for real, can you imagine being a professional athlete with the opportunity to be paid millions of dollars and fucking it up doing drugs?
Yeah.
You can imagine that happening to you? Or you
Easily.
never.
Okay, you come up to me and you're like, hey, here's $25 million. You think I'm not gonna go?
Especially with a signing bonus.
Yeah,
That's
If
cash.
If you think
right
I'm not gonna spend that on let's say illicit activities, you're fucking
Look.
crazy.
There are
I'm
illicit
going
ac-
directly to the nearest strip club.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's not illegal.
That's not that's fine.
Depends
You
on
don't get suspended for going to the strip club. You get suspended for smoking pot and doing any other drugs that will be on your fucking test. You're not about to fail a drug test for the NFL because you got drunk.
Oh no, okay, so
I'm saying if I get that check, I might be going to that same strip club, but I'm gonna get drunk as shit and not do any drugs. That's gonna fuck up my career.
see, I'm gonna take a second right here and ask you guys a question. I'm gonna go run the table too.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start with my main man right here into my right. What is your ideal starting position in the NFL?
Given my current body type?
No,
Or like
no,
I'm an
just like-
athlete?
Like you're an athlete. Like you could pick any starting position. What would it be?
Long snapper. I like to be behind the scenes. Like I like to be an unsung hero that also gets mentioned like occasionally. Like that guy's an unsung hero. Like that's what I
Like
want
the
to
guy
be.
from USC that's blind.
Yes. No. What I'm
You wanna be
saying
a
is,
blind long snapper.
ideally, I would be blind. So
All right, I dig it.
that's my answer.
Next.
I know it's not the most lucrative position, but I was a running back in high school. Maybe would have been in college if I didn't ever get hurt. But that's what I'd be in the NFL. That's what I'm passionate about. I'd be a running back.
A little too flashy for me, but okay. Next.
See, I'm gonna keep it old school. I'm gonna stay on the D line and be a defensive end. They have all they do is hit the quarterback. You just hit the shit out of each other, and you do it seal off the ends.
And
I mean,
according to
that's
Chris
it.
Carter, that's the second most important position in football.
Really,
Yes.
I mean, I think it is. I mean, look at the defensive ends in the NFL today. I mean, you have to be absolutely a monster to play that position.
Yeah.
All right.
And I mean, look at them; they're getting paid too.
You ready
It's
for
a
this?
badass position.
You ready for this right here?
I'm ready for it.
I would be, if I could be anything in the NFL, not a quarterback, not a receiver, not a running back. I'd be a motherfucking punter.
Ooh.
Look at Marquette King. Dude's got all the
He's a
style in the
badass.
world. All you have to do
He's
is
badass.
see, kickers have too much pressure on them.
Exactly.
You gotta kick it through that fucking field goal. A punter, you just gotta kick it as far as you fucking can and hope it doesn't go in the end zone.
So we got all these awesome.
See, now here's my question that follows that is as a punter, you don't have any pressure on you. It's the easy route. You're getting paid pretty well.
Exactly.
But you wouldn't want to be the fucking star.
No.
Yeah.
He's a behind the scenes guy, just
No,
like your boy.
I don't think it easy.
Like I said,
It's not that I wouldn't want to be this. Look at Marquette King. He makes headlines.
he does, but usually for being a jackass or showing his
Hey,
ass.
this-
Not that I don't like it. I think he's funny.
I'm about to say, this because you don't know me, I show my ass as much as I can.
Like I do from time to time.
He was showing his ass?
But there's
Yeah.
one thing.
What?
Look at Pat McAfee,
I love Pat
my
McAfee.
hero.
Yep.
Never forget when he hit the shit out of that guy in the Broncos, and then they made him do a drug test the next day.
Like I said,
He no more than got out of the league and tried Adderall, and he goes, "God damn, this drug is fantastic.
Yeah.
This is why guys can't do it."
Said it's like limitless, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Bradley Cooper. What's up, bro?
great movie.
Bradley Cooper, we want you on the podcast.
It's coming guaranteed
All
next
right,
week,
all right.
Bradley Cooper.
BC.
I will say, I wanted to bring something else because he was talking about this after our first podcast. Was you, sir, Hunter, have said that lacrosse is not a sport.
I listened to that shit and I took that personally. I just want to let you know. Let's hear it.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say I side with Hunter. So we got 2
Okay.
versus 2 right now.
We'll have our little argument right now.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
It's not that lacrosse isn't a sport. I just think that it's Algonquin for blood sport. So, I mean, it's got a little bit of, merit to it, but also you're throwing the ball and catching it with a giant stick, and you're handling a shaft all the time, and there's something about that just seems a little off to me. I don't know. I'm not naming names. I'm not saying anything, but you're handling a shaft for like an hour and a half, and you're gripping it and stroking it up and down. I don't know. I'm just stating facts.
The crowd's
here.
all sweating just watching.
Stroking
Yeah.
it up and down is definitely not a thing. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
You
no,
don't
I know
stroke up
how-
and
I
down
know
that
how to throw a
motherfucking
stick,
shaft.
and you go from here to here, and you slide your hand forward.
That's,
so you're kind of stroking
that's
the
a
shaft.
singular motion, though.
But,
You're not just
but you're
stroking.
doing-
It's
how many
a,
times are you doing that a game?
yeah, I know, but when you get your dick fucking jacked, do you do it?
Hey, whoa! Hey,
Do you do it once every fucking
quick take,
5 minutes?
quick take,
All right,
quick take. Hand jobs are disrespectful because no one can beat my dick better than me.
All right, so let's. All right, so we'll switch it up then. So when you're beating your dick, do you?
I don't beat my dick.
Damn it! All right.
It's a waste of testosterone.
I'm totally against
Next.
You
Yeah.
got me at a
I
loss.
am
So
repulsed by
for
that.
anybody that's beating their dick, you sure as hell
that.
don't
There's
do
all
it
7 billion of you out there.
Yeah.
once every time you have to make a pass in lacrosse, which could be from 30 seconds to a minute. You don't know, but I'm pretty sure when you're beating your dick, it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it's pretty quick.
Okay,
I take it slow. I'm a gentleman.
It's a sport. I'll give you that.
It's
Because
definitely
it
a
involves
sport.
a ball. It involves a ball and a goal. It involves a ball and a goal. And only sports involve balls and goals. That's why motocross and cheerleading are not sports.
I think those are sports.
They're
But
athletic
anyway,
competitions. They're not sports.
What's the difference?
that's what a sport is.
No.
Look up the definition right
Athletic
now on your phone.
competition, like
Look
what,
up the
what is an
definition.
athletic
Yeah.
Yeah,
competition?
damn it! Look up that's a
A
sport.
competition.
Look up
in
the
a sport-
definition.
A competition is scored by judges. A sport
Damn it!
is scored by points.
So is ping pong a sport?
Scored points as a ball.
Hunter's right.
All right. What sports did you play in high school?
Football, baseball, golf, soccer.
I played football and I ran track, and then I also played lacrosse for a few years. Lacrosse is more physical than golf and baseball, hands down. It's fucking intense. I'll tell you that right now.
But the last sport I played,
I forget it already.
I haven't told you.
Oh, okay. What was it?
Secrets.
Rugby's hard fucking core. I'll give
Exactly.
you that. I've got friends that played rugby. Rugby's hardcore. But my point is that lacrosse, there's rugby, football, and then lacrosse as far as physical contact sport.
Hockey.
I'll give
Hockey.
Hockey, okay, yeah. Hockey's honestly.
Hockey's the only
Hockey
sport.
is near number one.
Yeah, hockey's damn.
That's
I
the
forgot
sport you
about
can
hockey.
beat somebody's ass and only
Yeah,
get put in the penalty
yeah. I
box.
forgot about hockey. Hockey's right up there with rugby. But then there's football and then there's lacrosse. Lacrosse has the amount of skill that football doesn't. As a football player, football is.
I played rec lacrosse. I know how it works. I just like to give it shit because it's fun.
So is that your take, or do you actually not like it? Because I'm telling you,
Oh, that's just my take.
I think it's
It's
fun
pretty,
as shit.
It's pretty fun to play. Fun to watch? No.
I enjoy watching it, to be honest with you.
I'm
really
iffy
do.
on it. I'll watch
I
it
really
here
do.
and there.
The reason y'all say that is
I won't
rock
do
on
it.
this one.
Yep, thank you guys. Thank you. So another news in minor league baseball: the Macon team in the Coastal League of Baseball changed their name to the Macon Bacons.
Oh.
Yeah, what a whimsical name. That's something like, see the
They
Savannah.
just copied the Savannah Bananas. They just rhyme with like their city name.
I disagree. Savannah Bananas, that's more Hey Arnold, and the Macon Bacons is more Wes
the
Anderson.
Savannah
I think-
Bananas is absolutely fantastic. I own New Jersey.
I think they're both
No, I
fucking
love the
stupid
Savannah Bananas.
names.
It's fun, dude. These guys are getting paid like minimum wage, and nobody's coming out there. They're having like hot dog eating contests during the seventh inning
they
stretch.
make it crazy. Oh, Savannah Bananas, the Savannah Bananas are awesome. I just want to go ahead and
Oh,
say
it's
that.
like a
I've been
beer
to
league
games.
team.
It's so fun. They do all kinds of stuff. The guy who owns the team walks around in a yellow suit. Like, he's the guy who owns it and
So
like talks with all the
So he
fans,
fucks.
does everything. Yeah, exactly. And all the players, like when it's a half inning, like, a break or whatever's going on, they're out there dancing. Like they're
Really?
dancing between innings out in the field. They sold me my ticket. The players sold me my ticket and then went and played a baseball game. Can't beat that.
Like Girl Scout
I'll
cookies.
tell you what, they might be having fun, and I'm all for having fun, but damn it, don't ask me to take you seriously if your name's the Savannah Bananas. That's a fucking meme.
They did win.
The owner wears a yellow suit. Does he own Curious George?
Yes.
Fantastic. That's great news.
Same guy. Same
Up and
guy.
running. Up and running.
Damn it.
Alright, so last night, I live in Burkhalter, for those of you who don't know. And there was a wee bit of a fender bender last night, and they got thrown all over the group meet. And we wake up this morning to stop signs at every fucking intersection.
Oh.
And if you know where I live on the intersection of Thompkin, which is literally a right turn. And guess where they put a stop sign?
On
Right,
the
fucking there.
right.
On the right. There's literally one way you can go.
They'll be stolen in a week.
Yeah.
that.
We posted in the group meet, please do not steal the stop sign.
There's some straight up vandals, dude. There's some hood rat shit going
Yes.
on in Burkhalter for real.
We
I
live
was-
for hood rat shit.
What time was that fender bender? I was running around there all last night.
It was late last night.
I mean, I got off work at midnight. I work at Stoner's, by the way. If you ever need a fucking pizza, hit that shit up. I'll come see you. But no, I was right around there all last night. I never saw anything.
No, it was late last night. I was in bed and I saw the message in the group meet. It's like, hey, there's a fender bender on Thompkin. And I was like, oh shit, that's my street. So I look out the front door and I just see lights. I'm like, it's not fucking a thing. And I wake up this morning and there's like, there's stop signs everywhere.
Damn it.
And I'm like, bro, why are you putting a stop sign when there's literally only one way you can go on a right turn?
I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna put it.
Oh
there.
no, that
That's what
stop
she.
sign-
That's what she
anybody
said.
uses
That stop sign will be gone. And I give it 5 days.
Before it's in some living room somewhere.
Y'all still don't have a replacement like neighborhood sign.
We're working on it.
Yeah. There was
It's a
one
work in
there.
progress.
Somebody put one there for a
we
minute,
had,
didn't
we
they?
had our little.
It was like a makeshift one.
crowd-funded makeshift.
Would you raise 75 cents?
No,
it was
it
like a
was-
piece of
It was
cardboard.
like black and orange camo, and it said "Welcome to Burke."
I love that shit.
It
I
was a
saw
sheet of
it.
plywood, and I loved it. It was Georgia Southern to a T.
Absolutely.
My favorite Burkhalter, just mess up script, whatever you want to call it, or maybe not even that, maybe something better than that.
Yeah.
Was the dead deer with the get well balloon on it.
That took off like wildfire.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun for
I
all of
loved
us.
that. I thought that was great. I thought
Yeah.
that was fantastic.
Do you know the cause of death? What was the autopsy on that deer?
I don't know. Honestly,
Road rage.
could have been
Probably
drunk
alcohol being in
driving,
the area.
maybe anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you have road armor on your truck, you're aiming for deer. You're not swerving out of the way.
Yeah.
I hit a
Just take 'em down.
armadillo down here.
What do
You know we
got?
have armadillos, right?
Where was that?
I hit it going on, I think I was on Burkhalter Road. So,
Okay.
I hit it. There's no real story to that, but I got really upset. I was out with some Tinder girl. We had just got in the car. I'd never met her. Having the most awkward conversation. Fucking hit an armadillo. And we just held hands and looked at each other in the eyes. We were like, we got to make this work for him.
We're gonna get past this.
Fucking Tinder.
R.I.P. to the armadillo.
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 Same thing. Same
Same
thing.
thing.
Tomato, tomato.
Tell you what about Tinder, you got to be fucking careful on that app.
Dude, my problem with Tinder, and if any of you girls are listening that this has happened to, I'm so sorry. I keep deep dicking these girls, and I fuck them for too long, and they fall in love, dude. You can't be putting. I'm a lover. I'm a straight up lover. So I'm like making love to every single girl that I have sex with, and they think it means something, and I'm making these connections, and then they're just all just gawking at me afterwards, won't stop calling me, and I'm not a good looking guy either. But I put too much into it. I care too much.
How many bad situations have you had on Tinder?
I've had 2 really severe ones.
What's your ratio on Tinder as matches to hookups?
Probably 1 out of 7, maybe.
Ooh, mine's way lower than that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've matched a lot of people.
I only get Shebos on there. This girl, I met her,
Hey, thick women need love too.
and I'd really been in a slump. And this
Fucking
girl, like I said,
Not that I do.
I long-dicked her, and she would come and bang on my apartment door. Thankfully, I moved.
That's fucked.
She would come bang on my apartment door. One day, she was wearing fishnets like some street whore. Just, you're gonna dick me like some crackhead. And thank God I moved,
You wake
so I
up
got out
and
of
wear
that.
like a
Damn,
bandana.
it-
You're like, what the fuck? What's going
No,
on?
I hadn't had anything that bad happen to me, but have you ever just fucking match with someone on Tinder and then when you meet up with them, they don't look the way you do, so you have to find a way out of the situation?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Like,
have a guy,
fuck that
I text him
sucks.
a number and he calls me. I text him the number 7 and he, no joke, will call me in 10 minutes.
Fuck.
I have a guy for everything.
God.
Damn it, dude. That's awesome. But
Gotta
You
go.
gotta have a guy. You have to have a guy.
fucking- I have pretended to be asleep before. Fucking
That's a weak sauce.
it's some shit. You know, that app will fuck you sometimes.
It really will. It really will. Don't always. Which way's the right? Which way's like? Is it left or right?
Right.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
I go right on everything, dude.
Hey,
It's
my-
not-
That's it's a dangerous game.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous.
My
game.
brain has 2 halves, right and left swipe.
I feel that. But
Yeah.
your dick only has one.
No, but I've only ever had 2 bad
We'll address that on
situations.
another podcast.
But
Next
you just gotta be careful about that shit. You gotta know what you're getting into before you get it. You gotta be absolutely sure. You gotta Snapchat that girl right there.
That's
You
true.
gotta
No
make sure-
filter.
You gotta
No
make
filter
sure that girl
Snapchats.
is who she looks like on her Tinder.
Jake, please tell me about the experience you've been having lately with a Tinder girl. The one that Snapchats you every day. Okay,
Fucking
you've got to listen to this.
damn
This is
it.
unreal. This is unreal.
fucked.
Doctor, what's her name?
This is fucked. I don't want to do that. That's kind of mean. She may or may not ever hear this, but this is so fucked.
This is bad.
For
really
at least,
bad.
I forget how long ago I matched with this girl on Tinder, but this girl right here, fucking, she will Snapchat me fucking nudes 3-4 times a day.
Oh, Lord. What a
And,
blessing.
and as soon as I respond, she wants me to meet up with some fucking dude and let him suck me off before I can hang out
What?
with her.
Dude?
A dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
dude.
every fucking time, I'm like, nah, no fucking way.
What
Not
is
gonna
this?
happen. and she
What does
continues.
that
She
mean?
continues to fucking Snapchat me.
This
It
better
has
be
been-
Blake Lively.
That's the long con right
Oh,
there.
well, it is the
That's
fucking long con
crazy.
because I'm 90%
She's long
sure
calling you to get her gay friend laid.
that's
That's
exactly
exactly
what
it.
I think it is. And obviously,
Yeah, and
regardless, if
Hey,
even
Barstool
if I
Southern
knew,
has nothing wrong with gay people.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
we
not.
don't. We
We're
don't.
LGB.
But when we're
Community
straight
friendly.
motherfucking people looking for straight motherfucking females, we're not trying to get our fucking dick sucked off by another dude. Not that we have any problem with
And
gays.
she teases you into she's like nudes and then
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's real shitty.
Oh,
absolutely.
you like my female body? How about a man?
What? No, but she has promised, and time and time again, I'm like, why? First of all, why is this necessary? But she goes, as soon as you do it, whenever you want, call me up, and I'm like, well, that makes me
So just lie
that
to
makes
her.
me think. That makes me think. Well, she said that like she's friends with the dude, obviously, and he would let her know.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but that makes me think. First of all, if I were, let's pretend that I would ever do that. This hoe probably has AIDS. I mean, damn it.
AIDS was crazy.
Hot take.
AIDS was
Regardless, like I could not talk to this girl for a week, and I swear to God, I would get Snapchats every now and then, pretty consistently of that, and it's just like fuck, like
That's so weird.
she's about to get her ass deleted off Snapchat.
You should just see how long it goes on, honestly.
That's what I've honestly been fucking
Okay,
doing.
I-
I've known for a minute that not shit was ever gonna go down, and if I did, she would have some kind of sexual transmitted disease. But damn it,
I've got a story too.
go for it.
I've got a story too. Now this is not with Tinder, it's just Snapchat. Now when I was in high school, there was this girl that just popped up one day, and her Snapchat username was Trader for Dicks. Trader for Dicks, that was her name.
That's pretty.
Is that the
And-
sister company for Trader Joe's?
Yeah, exactly. It's the low tier one. But anyways, you would never see her face. So she was obviously something sketchy. She might have been a dude. Who knows?
Yeah.
No idea. But this girl added everyone in Statesboro. Like every dude in Statesboro, that person has added you on Snapchat. No doubt. And she would Snapchat you. and it would be like a picture of a nipple. Just a picture of a
Just
nipple.
scenario.
Yeah, just a nipple, and be like, send your dick. And I'll be like,
That could
no.
just as easily
Well,
be a dude.
The way,
That's
I know,
scary.
exactly. And the way I got out of it, which is really fucked up, but the way I got out of it is one day we were at this camp or something out in Blue Ridge, and we all get Snapchats from her all the time, but I got one specifically that said, send me a picture of your dick. And and I said, y'all, she Snapchatted me again. We got to do something about this. And this is viewer discretion advised. Very gross. I hope no one ever does this. My buddy gets back, takes off his pants, pulls his legs up in the air in like giving birth position, and says, take a picture of my asshole and send it to her. And I close my eyes, I get real close to it, and I take a picture and send it. Blocked. Just like that. Never again had to deal with Trader for Dicks. And that was the end of it.
That girl grew up to be Hillary Rodham Clinton. All right, I think we're going to cut it loose on that note. This has been the Barstool Southern, a week in review at GSU. We'll be back next week with more hot takes, more Tinder talk. And every Wednesday night, I can't stress this enough, we're having a blast at Main Street Billiards. Come out, 8 p.m., Sikes inside. It's going to be a good time.
You better be there.
You better
Please.
be there.